All right, man, we back in it to win it. All right. Now we seen this. We back into it with Iran. Again, we just bombed them and they bombed our bases. Again, like right on point. So basically what Trump wants is he wants Kharg Island. He wants Kharg Island because I guess they produce the most oil. So because they produce the most oil, that brings in money. Just like the same reason why we went into Venezuela, because we need the oil, money, whatever. When we want lower gas prices, we got to invade something. Vince Staples said it the best. That's what he said. He like, hey, you want lower prices on this? Hey, we got to invade something. We got to do, you know what I mean? But Iran not going because they do have a formidable military. They do. They also have millions, billions, and trillions of dollars. They're the Persians. Persians are basically ones that basically created modern war. And Iran are the Persians, and most of their civilization is actually engineers. So they're a very intelligent population of people. So they're like, okay, we ready. You want to invade? Come on. So basically, Trump basically admitted that he was like, "Hey, yo, listen, man, we finna go over there. Actually, we've been stealing. We've actually been stealing from them for a while because we want that oil." So this is actually him talking about it. And he was just like, hey, he's like, last month, I directed our great U.S. military to execute a secret mission to support oil tankers and other commercial ships through the Strait of Hormuz. He said, today I am pleased to announce that this effort has resulted in more than 100 million barrels of oil making its way through the strait and into the open market. More than 200 commercial ships have safely traveled through the strait. He said this widely successful effort is because United States of America controls the Strait of Hormuz, not Iran. The military is defeated, the economy is lost, and it's over for Iran. Thank you for listening to this matter. Shortly after him saying that, they're basically like, nah, bruh, we control it. And the reason why those ships got through is because they had to pay the $1 million toll. They're like, he gotta stop lying to y'all. So it'd be funny because when it comes to the IGRC, which is like the Iran military, when their people actually come out and speak, they come out with the evidence saying, nah, he's BSing. And here, this is the evidence of him BSing. And it's every time they come out with video, they come out with something. So because of that, Trump basically was like, okay, well, we about to go in, we about to hit him hard, whatever. So what happened was, Iran ended up bombing Israel because Israel bombed. It's not Yemen. What's the other one? It's a Beirut. I think it might have been like Beirut or something like that. So yeah. So Israel bombed Beirut, if I'm not mistaken, and then Israel was like, and then Iran was like, nah, we finna tear you out the frame. So they start tearing them out the frame. So then the United States sent bombs over to Iran. So Iran bombed a military base where all the F-35s were at. A massive number of F-35s, in which the U.S. denied. The F-35s are some of our best planes. And they said they hit a lot of them, a massive amount of them. And the U.S. basically denied it. So because the U.S. denied it, Iran came through with the video. This is the video. Because where it says the massive number of F-35, F-15, F-16 jets and hangars are destroyed in devastating missile barrage on a U.S. base in Jordan. And it says in the community note that Jordan's military states that it intercepted all 5 missiles and targeting. So they left a video. This is their video. Like, nah, we made hits. It dodged the Patriot missiles. So those are the interceptors that's coming across up here, and they're dodging them. They dodged them and exploded in the air. Do y'all see that? Not one interception. Not one interception. So they were like, you're president and your military keeps lying to you. And we're in the age of 4K video where they're like, hey, we have access to the internet too. We can show these things. So when Trump went out and stated, we intercepted it. Well, not Trump, the military said, oh, we intercepted and all that. And they came out with the video and said, y'all didn't intercept not a damn thing. We hit them bases. So basically what's been happening also on the other end is the United States has been pillaging and stealing barrels of oil. Well, that's what he's saying that they did. That's what Trump said, that they were stealing barrels of oil. And this is actually him admitting, saying, hey, we've been actually stealing oil from them secretly. So he said this during the interview.
Come down between that.
Oh, when the war is over, it's coming down.
I know you can't.
It's going to come down like a rock. And again, we're taking out millions, which I'm just announcing today for the first time. But we've been taking out millions of barrels of oil, millions of barrels. Every night we took out oil. But now I'm going to tell you because they just figured it out. So now that they figured it out, I can tell you. It was very hard for me. I wanted to say it so badly, but it was...
So him just admitting like, hey man, we've been stealing barrels of oil. They just now figured out that we've been stealing barrels of oil, whatever. It's going secretly, stealing them off these vessels, whatever, which they cannot deny nor confirm. Nobody has not denied or confirmed that.
I didn't want to ruin it, but it was very hard. But millions of barrels of oil has come out. And that's why it's at $85, $90 a barrel instead of $250. But we have the greatest military in the world, the toughest military in the world, just the best in every way. Nobody even close. There's no military that's even close. I rebuilt it during my first term. I'm using it now. When this conflict is over, Todd said, please go into conflict, right? As opposed to the word war. He didn't like the word war, but it's sort of a conflict. It's a military operation.
So basically admitting, okay, we in war with them, yada, yada, yada. So I say that to say this is now that he announced that they want to take Kharg Island. So like I said earlier, that Kharg Island is basically where their biggest refineries are at. And they like, okay, come on. They're like, come on. Because the plan that they 9 times out of 10 have is like, okay, we want your military and all your installations to go over there again. Send every plane over there. Send every soldier over there. Send 1,000 over there, and we'll just blow up the whole island. That's basically what they're telling them straight up. Okay, you want to sacrifice all these young lives due to your American greed? Say less. Send them over there. Take the island. Go ahead. Go over there and take the island. Send thousands over there. Send all of that. We just blow up the whole island. Do that. And like that is like, you can see that play coming from a mile away. Them people don't care. They're like, we have money. We can get money elsewhere. We have so many refineries everywhere. We have engineers. We'll blow up the island and they'll be back up in 2 weeks. That's exactly how they say it. But then he also said he wants to invade Iran, which is, if people understand like why America is so protected, right? The reason why we're protected because we have we have water on both sides, and then we have allies at the top. But then we also have the Rocky Mountains by vast desert and wasteland also that come from the west directly to the middle. And then we have the Appalachian Mountains that's on the east. So the mountains is a great barrier. Due to the mountains being a great barrier, Iran is a very mountainous area, especially for their coastlines. Their coastlines are very, very mountainous area. That is, you are setting them boys up to be into a funnel of death. And I'm not no military expert, but like it's almost common sense of geography that you're gonna have them boys in a mountain in the middle of the desert. Like it'd be worse than D-Day. It would be worse than when they stormed the beaches of Normandy. And then people, oh, well, they still made it through the beaches. How many lives were sacrificed before that? That's what you willing to do? Some old school stuff like that? They already shooting down the F-35s and the F-15s or 16s, whatever they are. They shooting them down. Shooting down the A-10s. They've been shooting down the Reaper drones. I don't think it's going to become real and apparent until we see a video of a B-2 bomber. Once we see a bomber go down, a stealth bomber go down, yeah, you realize, oh, it's a problem. And people say, well, you got to ride with your government. You got to ride with the people. You got to ride with them. I'm like, yeah, well, we're having common sense because we don't want to see American lives lost and how much taxpayer dollars are just going through the furnace because of terrible military tactics. And they fire everybody that knew something about war. That was the crazy part. They've been firing so many top qualified generals that told them, no, you're bugging. They fired them. So now it's just people that just do what they say. And they're like, man, this is probably not the best option to do this. So what? Because they're rich oligarchs and they don't care. That's the very, very big problem with the president being a billionaire and being very rich and being an oligarch, because they don't have any concern or care for the average person live. Expendable. You're an expendable number to them. Let me say that again. The oligarchs don't care about your life because you're just an expendable number. You're just a body. They understand that most kids that are in the military are poor and looking for a way out to get some type of benefits. So you're expendable. And that's how they look at it. Hey, we just had 10,000 die. We'll send 20,000 more. That's exactly how they see it. They don't care. Well, y'all be easy. Catch you on the next one.